Hi, I'm Max of the Konstru team, and now I'm going to show you how to download a model from Konstru to Grasshopper. So this is my Konstru model that I uploaded earlier, and I'm going to access it directly in Grasshopper. After installing Konstru for Grasshopper, you will find a Konstru menu bar in the menu, and you will have various sections. One of them is Create to create components, the other one is Get to query components, and another one is Model. Here we can access the model. The first component is Select Model. This is the first one we will need. Just place it on your canvas and click the Select button. Now this will open up the Konstru UI, which is loading our models. And I will now select the model I chose earlier, which was my new model. And once you close the dialog, you will find that this component has an output, which is a model ID. So now we can use this model ID to query the model. In the model section, you will also find a component called version data. We can use this to query the version. If we plug in the model ID, this will automatically download the latest version of the model. You can also specify a version to download, but in our case, we just want to see the latest one. So now if we query the outputs, we will see that here there are some elements coming in. You see level, grid lines, and some beams, and a lot of elements coming in. You can already see like the properties of those, like length and section and also the material. So now we don't see anything yet in our model. To display things, we can first of all use the generic get element component and plug in all the elements. Now, if we have a look at our canvas, I'm going to move it to the left, we can see our model here as a wireframe model, because this component, this generic component, displays the wireframe only. Now if you want to render components, you can also get specific components by type. In this case I would, for example, want to see all the columns. So I'm going to use the get column component and place it on the canvas. If I connect it, I will see that all the columns are rendered with their section profile. Now I can do the same for other components like get beam, for example. If you place it on the canvas, I'm going to connect it, I will see the rendered element. This way you can render all the elements directly in Grasshopper, and you can also query all the other properties. So currently we can see that each of those elements has various attributes. And we can see those and explore those, which are base offset, top offset, rotation. And also there's a geometry output and there's an analytical line, which is basically the wireframe mode. If you want to query the name or the type of an element, you can get this from the generic component. In here we have all the types and all the names and all of those properties. You can also use this after the component, so we can connect it to this one, and then we can query all those properties again. For example, type should now be all columns, and we can see all the materials applied to those elements and all the attributes. To get further details about the attributes, there are also more components for attributes. There's get attribute, and you can place it on a canvas and just connect it, and now you will have access to name and value separately. So this way you can easily query a model in Grasshopper.